This was my first experience at the Shirley Ranch, and everything from the hunting, the guides, the accommodations, the food, everything was just top notch. And the atmosphere that they've created is a very family type atmosphere. It honestly feels like you're back home at deer camp hunting with your friends and family. This is the first time I've ever gone on an exotic hunt. And Ethan, our guide, was so knowledgeable about the entire ranch and, you know, about the blackbuck, which is what I came to hunt. And honestly, not just about the blackbuck, but about all the different species that inhabit the ranch. And he kind of informed us that, you know, this late winter, early spring time frame is a great rut time for the blackbuck. It makes the hunt a little bit more challenging because they're not always going to be in the same spot. They're not really on much of a pattern either. And I really, you know, personally, I really enjoy that challenge. You know, I didn't want it just to be a deal where you just shoot something out of the truck. You know, I kind of like the idea of kind of getting out of the truck and walking around, trying to make a play on animals, and that's exactly what we did.
So if we just take our time, work slowly, look down, work our way back around here, we might be able to find them still bedded up. And if not, we'll work back and later on we'll go work around the rest of the pasture. But
cool. Sweet, man. Let's do it. All right. You know, we found a good group, I would say the afternoon of the second day in the mountain pasture. And we had worked pretty hard to just get in front of that group. A big blackbuck came in to the left with a bunch of his does that he'd herded up. And another smaller blackbuck came in with some whitetail. He ran that younger blackbuck out of the whole entire mountain pasture, and we never really saw that deer or that blackbuck again for the entire trip. By the third day, we finally found us a group of blackbuck with a mature buck in that group. And we kind of saw him make a move around a little hill or a little knoll where we could sneak kind of in position to where they would exit out on the backside of that hill. And Ethan put us in a perfect spot under a big live oak, and we just sat there and waited for him to come around. And that's, you know, sure enough, that's exactly what they did. You just started herding them right too.
I know. Here we thought we were going to need all that yardage. And
I know.
At like 55
yards.
Look at the character he's got. That scar line.
You know, it just worked out perfect where all the does kind of moved off to the left, and he just stood still, kind of quartering to me a little bit, and it was only like, I don't know, 50, 60 yards, just a chip shot, and it was just a perfect setup and just a perfect cap off to my very first exotic hunt and my very first blackbuck.